Greetings and welcome. I am so excited to bring you another edition of Encouraging You. I'm Dr. Cheryl Hobbs, and I am going to do just that, encourage you today, to let you know that no matter what you are going through, today is your day. Have you been procrastinating? Let me tell you a little secret about procrastination. To be a procrastinator typically means you are a perfectionist. Every little detail has to be just right. You sort it all out in your head and you plan it out in your mind. But then you put it off because somehow maybe not you, but I talk myself out of being successful. I talk myself out of even making these videos. Oh, nobody wants to hear this. Nobody even cares. There's so many people that are doing videos today. And you know what? The answer to that is probably yes in just about every one of those instances. However, there's only one me. I can't be like anyone else. And my only goal is to encourage you. Do you know when I wake up in the morning, I think about what can I say today that could bring life to someone that might be able to say, you know what? I heard one simple word that made me feel like I could go on another day. You see, we don't know where people are in life, in their mind state, mental illness or mental concerns, or just, I don't know, today with COVID and everything, brain fog. Or maybe it's not even COVID or brain fog. Maybe it's just menopause, or maybe it's just, I'm just having a messed up day. But wherever you find yourself, whatever you're thinking about, I want you to remember this. I want to encourage you. Why do I want to encourage you? Because I want you to be able to live out your full life potential. You have so many gifts, so many talents, and you've put them off. You know, when we were kids, we dreamed of doing a lot of things. And many of those dreams, some of which may have come true, and some of them may not have come true. But I want you to take a moment. A dream maybe is opening up your own business. Maybe it's working for yourself. Maybe it's just going on vacations or retiring, or whatever your dream is. I want to encourage you to know that today is the day that you can begin to start living your dream. Now, for the next sessions, I want you to begin to get a journal. I want you to take out a journal and a pen or pencil, whatever is your comfort, or a crayon. Hey, listen, whatever you want to write with, the goal is to write. I want you to write out your dream. I want you to identify 3 dreams. 3 dreams that you and many people around you have told you, you know you should be doing this. You know you could do that. But somehow, like me, you have talked yourself out of the dream. I know I did. And I still have to pep myself up and say, Cheryl, you can do this. Cheryl, you will do this. And guess what? I made this video. I've got other videos for you. And the title is simple for me. It's just encouraging you. So as you write down the dream, those 3, I want you to put down everything that you want in that dream to take place. So for example, if you say, I am I don't know, whatever you are, or whatever you believe you are, write it down. It's your dream. Stop talking yourself out of your dream. I'm not going to let you. As long as I'm coming on to tell you that I'm here to encourage you, you're going to hear me talk to you just like we were sitting in the same room together. Because technically, or maybe technologically, we are in the same room together. Because wherever you are, if you turn this video on, you'll hear my voice. And the voice that you're going to hear is, I'm encouraging you. So write down the 3 dreams down, and it's just simple words. Don't try to be fancy, because I don't want you being that perfectionist. Because remember, if you are a perfectionist, then you'll procrastinate. So stop it. We're not doing that today. I want you, as you have written down those 3 dreams, to now prioritize which one of those dreams means the absolute most to you. The one that you really, it's in your heart. You've been wanting to do it for a long time, and you've put it off for just that long. Get that dream. And now that you've identified that dream as being your first priority, you're not going to allow your job, if you have one, or your business, if you own one, or anyone that you love, to keep you from doing the dream. Now, in another series, I talk about having work-life balance, because as a workaholic, that's something that's very needed. But I want you to concentrate on, yes, the people that love you are important. They are. And you're going to spend time with them. But what you're going to stop doing is talking yourself out of the dream that you have. Now listen, let me tell you why that's so important. Because every one of us has gifts and talent. I'm going to tell you a little story. There was a master who had given out talents to each of his 3 servants. One servant he gave 5 talents to, another he gave 2 talents to, and another one he gave 1 talent to. Now, he didn't give the talents based on he liked this one more than another. He just simply gave out the talent according to the individual's faith. So the person who had received 5 talents, they went out and doubled and multiplied those talents. So the 5 became 10. So when the master came back to his servant who he'd given the 5 talent to, he asked him, so I gave you 5 talents. What did you do with them? The servant very rapidly said, oh, master, I went out and duplicated the 5 talent that you gave me, and now I have 10. The servant master said, well done, thou good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few. Now I'm going to make you ruler over much. Then he came to the servant that he'd given the 2 talents to. He said to that servant, servant, what did you do with your talent that I gave you? That servant proudly said, master, the 2 talents that you gave me, I went out and duplicated duplicated all of them. So his 2 became 4. Yes, he duplicated. And guess what? The master said to that servant the same thing he said to the one that he'd given 5. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few. I'm going to make you ruler over much. So you see, it didn't matter whether one had 5 or one had 2. What did matter was that they went out and they duplicated what they had been given. They didn't bury it. Now remember, I told you there were 3 servants. So the master goes to the one servant, another one, and says, you know that talent that I gave you, the 1 talent? What did you do with it? That servant told its master, well, master, I knew that you were a hard master, reaping where you have not sown. So I buried my talent. Wow, the master said, you buried the talent that I gave you? I gave you something to multiply and to do something with, but you decided that you would take what I had given you and bury it? How dare you, the master said. And so the master was not very kind to burying that talent. He said, you knew that I was a hard master. You knew that I would come and reap where I have not sown. But yet you didn't even fear that because you buried the talent. So let me ask you, what are you burying? What dream have you buried? Have you decided, as I'm going to count myself out, I'm not going to do that? Well, it's too hard. People won't like it. They won't buy it. They won't do it. Are you the master? Do you know what's in the mind of other people? I don't think so. So don't sell yourself short. I am encouraging you today to go out with that talent, whether it's one talent, whether it's two talents or five talents or more than that, whatever it is, please take your talent and multiply it. Please live out your dream. You've been dreaming that dream a long time. You owe it to yourself to live. You know, we say to ourselves sometimes, I'm living my best life. But you know what I'm telling you today? Live your best dream. You're never going to be fully satisfied until you do. Take it from me. I'm going to be honest with you. If I weren't doing these videos now, I wouldn't be happy. You know, when I earned my doctorate degree, I remember people saying to me, they were asking me the question, so what are you going to do after you earn your doctorate? And I kindly said to them, I'm going to open up my mouth and speak. That's what was in me. That was my dream. I earned my doctorate degree in 2010. It is now 2021, 11 years later. A dream that I had to open up my mouth, to speak, to encourage you did not happen until now, 11 years later. So please, let my story not be your story. Thankfully, I didn't bury my talent because I'm here encouraging you not to bury yours, but don't take as long as I did. Some of us have had dreams for 20 years, 30 years. Depending on how old you are, you may have had that one dream. But I want to encourage you today that no matter what the dream is, if it's dreaming to be married to the man or the woman of your dreams, don't give up. If your dream is to make residual income in your sleep, don't give up. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop talking yourself out of it. Oh, I'm not beautiful enough. Oh, I'm not handsome enough. Oh, I'm too tall. I'm too short. I'm too this. Stop it. If I were titling this video something different, I would say, stop it. Game over. You will live out your dream. You will be that person that you know you are on the inside, that wonderful, wonderful you. And that's why I'm here to encourage you. Live out your dream. Don't bury it. You've got too much talent in you. And when it's all said and done, just like the master, I want to be able to say to you, well done. You've done well. Be excited. Live your best life. This is Dr. Cheryl Hobbs bringing you another episode of Encouraging You. Now, don't forget, live out that dream. That's my encouragement for today. Live your best life. Live your dream.